At the beginning of the story, we see a girl named Mayek hanging herself in the middle of a classroom. For other students stand nearby, silently watching her but doing nothing to stop it. Moments later, Mayek takes her final breath. Just then, another girl named Yura, Mayek's best friend, rushes into the classroom and desperately tries to save her. Unfortunately, she is too late and Mayek dies on the spot. Yura sits on the floor and starts crying. Suddenly, Mayek's spirit appears in front of her and says, "You should have saved me." The next moment, Yura wakes up in fear. She realizes that it was only a nightmare, but one that is connected to a painful truth. 10 years earlier, Yura's best friend from high school, Mayek, had taken her own life in exactly the same way. Since then, Yura has been haunted by these terrible nightmares. Each dream hints at a dark secret that slowly begins to unfold as the story progresses. Yura decides to contact her old high school friends and asks them to meet her that evening. Later that night, she meets the same 4 friends who appeared in her nightmare standing around Mayek. Among them are 2 boys, one of whom is named Jinte. One of the girls is Jinte's close friend, and another is also part of their group. During their conversation, Yura takes Jinte aside and asks him privately, "Do you remember Mayek?" Jinte hesitates for a moment and then replies, "No, I don't remember anyone named Mayek." Yura tries to remind him that Mayek used to be their classmate, but Jinte firmly denies it again. Suddenly, Yura begins to feel very sick and feels like she is about to vomit. She rushes to the bathroom, where she suddenly sees a terrifying spirit. The sight frightens her so much that she faints. While unconscious, she has a vision from her childhood when she and Mayek were best friends. In that memory, Mayek gives her a bracelet as a gift. When Yura wakes up, she finds herself inside a car with her friends. They are all going on a long drive. Her friends tell her that she probably fainted because she was weak. One of Yura's friends is driving the car while the others soon fall asleep, leaving Yura as the only one awake. The driver asks Yura if she is feeling better, but she does not respond. When he turns back to look at her, he suddenly sees a terrifying spirit. Immediately after that, the scene changes. In the next moment, all of them suddenly find themselves inside the same classroom that Yura kept seeing in her nightmares. Everyone is confused and shocked about how they ended up there. Their mobile phones have also mysteriously disappeared. Yura realizes that this is the same classroom and the same school they used to attend years ago. Everyone starts wondering why they have been brought there. At the same time, they notice that one of their friends has injured his leg and is struggling to walk properly. The story then shows a flashback from their high school days. At that time, Yura was not part of their group and wanted badly to become friends with them. However, Jinte's friend used to bully her. Mayek advised Yura that she didn't need to tolerate such behavior and should report it to the teacher. She also told Yura that she didn't need to join a group that didn't respect her. But Yura ignored Mayek's advice because she desperately wanted to be accepted into their group. At this point, it becomes clear that Mayek's spirit is behind everything that is happening. She is taking revenge on everyone who wronged her. Soon, Yura's friend enters a laboratory where he sees a frog. This triggers another flashback from their school days when the same boy had once cruelly tried to force Yura to eat an experimental frog. Now, it seems that he must face the consequences of his past actions. Suddenly, in the present, frogs begin crawling out of his mouth. Many frogs even appear to be moving inside his body. The pain becomes unbearable. In desperation, he cuts open his own stomach with a surgical knife to release the frogs, which leads to his painful death. Meanwhile, Jinte leaves another friend alone and goes searching for the others. The remaining friend soon realizes that he has been left alone. As he comes out of hiding, he sees Mayek's spirit in the classroom and runs away in fear. While running, he falls and gets injured. Mayek's spirit drags him into the darkness, and his life ends there. To understand Mayek's revenge, another flashback reveals the truth. Yura's friend had evil intentions toward Mayek. Since Yura was Mayek's best friend, she used Yura to lure Mayek to the school gym at night. Yura lied to Mayek, saying that she had lost the bracelet Mayek had given her in the gym and needed help finding it. When Mayek arrived, Yura's friend signaled Yura to leave. Foolishly, Yura left her best friend behind. Yura's friend then forced Mayek into a dark room. Back in the present, Yura breaks down in tears and tells Mayek's spirit that she has already taken revenge on everyone. However, Mayek replies that her revenge is not finished yet. Just then, Jin-tae arrives after seeing the dead bodies of the others. Terrified, he sits beside Yura and tries to comfort her. Yura tells him that she has been hearing Mayek's voice talking about all of them. Jin-tae asks nervously what Mayek said about him. Yura then remembers another part of the past. After the assault, Mayek was completely devastated. Jin-tae comforted her, and they eventually became close friends. One day, Mayek asked Jin-tae what he had been secretly drawing lately. Jin-tae replied that he would show her when the time was right. Later, they went to the art room because Jin-tae said he had left his phone there. However, he suddenly left Mayek alone in the room, saying he needed to go to the bathroom. Inside the art room, Mayek finds Jin-tae's painting. When she removes the cloth covering it, she is shocked to see the painting. It shows the moment when Yura's friend was harassing Mayek. This reveals that Jin-tae had witnessed everything but never helped her. In fact, he had only watched silently. Mayek angrily tears apart the painting. When Jin-tae returns and sees the destroyed artwork, he smiles in a disturbing way, realizing that his actions have deeply hurt Mayek. Back in the present, Mayek's spirit suddenly enters Yura's body. Under the spirit's control, Yura repeatedly stabs Jin-tae with a sharp object until he dies in a brutal and painful way. After Jin-tae's death, Yura walks to the rooftop of the school. There, she finds the bracelet that Mayek once gave her. Mayek's spirit appears behind her. Yura tearfully apologizes for everything she has done. But suddenly, Mayek's spirit attacks her and grabs her by the throat, strangling her. Yura is now the last person left alive. The final one Mayek must punish for the betrayal that pushed her towards suicide. Mayek believes that Yura, her closest friend, betrayed her the most. As Mayek